All right, we are live. We are live, Screen Fiend fans. What is up? I am Carcino, and welcome to Screen Fiend. Um, yes, we are here to review the teaser trailer for Halloween Ends, which is supposed to be the final Halloween movie of this era. Now, you know they're not going to end the Halloween franchise, okay? So let's let's they're never gonna end their money maker. Why would they just give up making money? This is supposed to be the end of the Laurie and Michael Myers thing. The same thing they said back about 10, 15 years ago when they did H2O and the last movie that they were supposed to do. Before somebody came with a bag and said, since y'all still alive, let's continue to make this money. So without further ado, I've not seen the new trailer yet. I waited to do it live with you guys. So let's see what happens. Let's go. Okay, they're showing a outlook of a house. I don't know what house this is or whose house is it. Michael Myers is coming into a room.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. Laurie's there with a gun.
Come get me, motherfucker.
Cussing in the teaser trailer? Okay. All right. Well, okay. I saw some things here. Huh. Okay, this looks like the old Myers house, but then again, not the old Myers house. It looks like another house, period. It almost looked like the house they used in Halloween 5. You know, the house they used in Halloween 5? Now, what's weird to me, and I wanted to see what was happening, is that the person that's coming in this room with this Michael Myers mask on, it could be the distance, but I'm just looking at the hand. This person looks shorter. That person looks shorter coming into the room. And if you look at the hand, it's not missing any fingers. And isn't it the left hand, or was it the right hand that got the the fingers blown off. Some of the fingers gone. I have to go and check again, but that doesn't look like Michael too much in that footage. Now the one she's fighting in the kitchen, that looks like Michael. Here, it seems like they're in a cave, some kids, and Michael Myers find them in a cave. As you can see, it's probably down in the sewage area of the old Myers house. It probably leads to a whole cave out there that he's been living in for the past 4 years, hiding out. Well, this scene here looks like they're gonna reenact the old "He's behind you," and Michael Myers starts slashing her while she's on the phone looking out somewhere. You know, they only do this like they don't do it about 3, 4 times. You know, it gets played every now and then, but hell, why not? It's the last one. Now they're showing clips of all the other ones. This is supposed to come to the end of everything. Okay. Whoever this redhead is, this must be the end of her. And this image here tells me Laurie Strode looks like she's Michael Myers at this point. She looked like she's possessed with whatever is possessing Michael Myers. And she looks completely transformed and don't look like she has any emotion in her whatsoever. This might be how the movie ends. This shot right here might end up being the transformation of Michael, the spirit or whatever is controlling Michael, is now going to control Laurie. Might. I'm just saying, don't be surprised, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare for it all. As they go back to the original fight, come and get me, motherfucker. Now, Michael grabs her hand and tries to put it into the sink. He cuts on the doggone blender as he's gonna blend her hand up as she took his fingers. Michael vengefully is trying to take hers now. And before he can do it, boom! He is head-butted in the mouth by Laurie. This man has taken gunshots. He has taken knives. But head-butting him in the nose, well, that just does it. She's able to free herself, grab a knife, and stab him in the hand. Now, the left hand that we saw at that door, remember in the beginning I was saying, look at that hand. That hand don't even look burnt or nothing. And that person looks shorter. As you see from this shot here, Michael Myers, it is his left hand, and he's missing 2 fingers. And now look like he might be missing some more as she just stabbed him and what's left of that nub. So you see, that's a whole different experience. Hmm. Well, this is it. They're promoting transgender Michael Myers. That's funny. They promoted transgender Mike. People are going to not like this movie. I guarantee it. It's gonna blow everybody's mind. Watch what I tell you. Halloween ends. This is the end of this saga that they did, this three-part movie with this crew that brought back the Halloween franchise again after it was brought back by Rob Zombie. I like the first one Rob Zombie did because it kind of gave a backstory to Michael Myers and showed what the Myers household was like. Way different from the original. It was much more chaotic, and you still didn't know the truth about Michael Myers' father or his parents. My take on it is I would have known how to end this film, period. You would have to go back to the beginning. The beginning we never knew. The same way you would do with Jason Voorhees. We never knew Jason Voorhees' father. And that's what always kept getting axed every time they wrote a Friday the 13th movie when they were trying to bounce the new ideas about Jason. See, Jason and Freddy, when they were doing the original version of it, that was the connection. Freddy Krueger and had a connection. He wasn't the father of Jason Voorhees, but he was connected. He knew the father of Jason Voorhees. It was all in this weird laid out era. Like he was kids at the camp or whatever, and Jason and Freddy was both at the same camp. So he knew Jason's father. When Jason drowned at the lake, Freddy Krueger was one of those kids from Elm Street. He just happened to live. I mean, he was one of the kids at Camp Crystal Lake. This was in the original draft that was scripted out. It was perfectly done. This was years before you saw the one they eventually came out with, which was decent. It was great. But they decided to omit all of these connections with Jason and Freddy. But the original script, if they'd have made that movie, that would have been worth the price of admission. Yeah, Jason and Freddy was at the same camp. Freddy was like torturing animals, more like homicidal, like he was a disturbance at Camp Crystal Lake. And it shows Jason was passive, he was deformed. So, Freddy thought he looked cool because of the way his face looked. So that was the first person he befriended, and Freddy had him doing weird stuff in the woods, trying to set fires, torturing animals, trapping them, and just to see the animals squirm. Like he locked the animal in there with no oxygen and just wanted to look and watch. And he's like, look how he tries to escape. He's like, I'm going to let him out. He's going to think he's free, but he can't go anywhere. There's nowhere he can go. And you can watch like this rodent just going around this like maze, but it ends up to another dead end. But he thought he was free because he got let out of the jar. And you see Freddy as a kid like really getting off on this, that it's trapped and it's helpless and it's at its point of the fear is at its most maximum. It's the fear of the unknown of anything could happen, and Jason is just mortified by all of this. Then you learn about the curse of the lake. Like there's a lake and there's a history of the lake being cursed, and Jason's parents were all into the weirdness, and that's why they were kicked out of the town. And they lived in the woods, in the deep part of the woods. They didn't really consort with a lot of the other locals too much. They mostly stayed by themselves. And the lake is supposedly cursed because Jason's father or whatever, or mother, put a curse on it when she went to the Indians who used to own that. They used to belong to the Indians, and they were murdered. And Crystal Lake is what they named this Indian campground. So it was very much complex, but laid out perfectly, where it could have been a perfect movie, but it would have explained a lot and have cleared all the Friday the 13th, anything that you needed to have done with Jason and Freddy. You would have known the connection between the two, and it would have had more weight to the film. You're right. I like the last Friday the 13th. I don't know why Michael Bay and them didn't continue it, but I think probably the timing of it when they did the reboot, it was a little too soon without having a three-movie plan. But the Michael Bay version was, I had no problem with it. I don't know why people would even say, "Oh, well, I don't like that one." I'm like, "What wouldn't you like about it?" It was more modern, more up to date. It was great. He was back to being Jason. He was young Jason too, who could run. I was like, "Oh, okay." He wasn't the stalking zombie Jason. Exactly. That's how I feel about it. Oh my God! Now Dominique Jones. I don't know what's wrong with you, but if you didn't Hey, Jason Goes to Hell. I don't know what's going on with you. Two fans made that movie. And that's why I really dread fans making movies about what they love. I have a problem with that. Now, if we go back to this shot here, Halloween kills. Halloween ends, right? They're showing you the shot where Michael's coming through the door, what's supposed to be Michael Myers coming through the door, and you see a full hand pushing the door with the left arm. That tells you right there that can't be Michael Myers. This person looks shorter too, by the way. Way shorter to be Michael Myers. So that's not Michael. Whoever this is, which is probably the granddaughter, her granddaughter dressing up as the new Michael Myers, which has been predicted by me since the very first movie, is Michael Myers seems to be buddies with her for some weird reason and don't want to kill her. But the thing is if you look at this hand, it's a full hand. Michael Myers has lost his fingers, like two of them on that hand. Look at that. And she's waiting there with the gun. That's a full hand that's pushing open the door. And that hand don't look burnt or nothing. And I only say that to say this. Bam! Because in the same trailer, that's Michael Myers' hand. And she comes down on it with the knife, and you can see on the left hand, there's two fingers. That's his left hand. He got two fingers missing on that hand already. Now, that hand ain't the hand that pushed that door open. Unless they got real lazy. How you blow that in the teaser trailer? Yeah, Michael Myers gonna be dwelling around in some cave. They finna mess this movie up. They are gonna screw this movie up. Michael Myers is gonna be saved. The man who's Michael Myers, he won't be dead. But whatever is the spirit that's controlling him, this evil, that's what's gonna die. But they won't kill Michael Myers. Crazy. To me, that's just crazy. That's Halloween 5. That Halloween 5 was just a fun movie. They needed to have another Halloween movie come out and they can get back to work. Mm. Yeah, they wanted to get back to work. That's why those movies came out back to back. Like Halloween 5, everybody was too busy getting drunk, eating pizza, sleeping with each other. Like the castmates, they was really screwing each other. While making the film. That other dude who played the other Michael Myers who got killed, he was really banging the chick that was in the movie. Everybody, it was crazy. They had so much fun making 5. They didn't even care that house didn't even look like the Michael Myers house. They just had a whole nother house. I'm like, that ain't Michael Myers' house. They didn't care. They didn't even care. They filmed that in Portland. Yeah, man. I talked to some people that worked on that movie, man. That's crazy. Yeah, we upstairs in the office, man. In the office. Boom. Boom. No, not really. I've been watching Comic Con. Comic Con been going on already. What you talking about? They got the panels and everything. This is where this just premiered from. The Lord of the Rings, the new one just came out. The Ring of Power. It's out right now. It's coming out on there on Amazon Prime. That's gonna be in Hall H. That come out September the 2nd. Of course, when you get a bag, you're gonna come back and do whatever they get the bag requires. But anyway, that's a good teaser trailer. I'm gonna watch it because I'm gonna see how bad they screwed up Halloween. But my movie review for Nope is already up, so definitely check that out. It's already up. I did it right after I got out of the movie theater, so I won't spoil anything for you. But you could watch the movie review and find out how it was. But anyway, let me get out of here and get some work done. I'm out.